Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Maulia from MC Loves Crafts. I make polymer clay jewelry, charms, pretty much everything related to polymer clay, and I post videos for tutorials of some of my handmade polymer clay pieces on this channel. So if you are interested in any kind of this kind of stuff, then please feel free to subscribe to my channel. So this video is all about polymer clay sea life. As you can see, I have quite a few sea life charms here. So we'll be using glitter to make these charms, and we are going for this kind of micro mosaic effect. But my technique is dead easy, trust me on that. It's very simple, and these charms can be made with the tools and supplies, the polymer clay tools and supplies that you already have at home, except one. That's going to be glitter, and I'm gonna show you what glitter I use later. So this is the charm that we'll be making as part of this tutorial, this fish charm. But I've made quite a few charms here. This is the seahorse charm, and this is like a turtle, and yeah, and I have quite a few variety of fishes, and I've made them in different color palettes. Like I have few in sort of warm colors and a few of them in cool tone colors, this fish charm in particular. But if you want to see any of these charms, like if you want to see me doing a seahorse, or if you want to see me doing a turtle, then please do let me know in the comments. But now for this video, the focus is on the technique and how we are gonna achieve this sort of micro mosaic effect, which is absolutely easy. So hope you all like this video. So the tools and supplies needed for this project are some black clay, and mine's is like Imperia mini pasta machine, so I rolled it out at setting 3. I think it's like, it could be 1 mm. I'm very bad with this measurements, guys, so here's a reference, so about that much. And then you need some, what are these called? You need these, and then you need a blade. And a hero of this tutorial is these glitters. I put them, these glitters are called micro fine glitters, so they come in packets like this. So I like open them and pour them in these bottles. I have like only 10 of these bottles. Let me zoom it out a bit. So I have only 10 of this bottle, so I'm left with one, so I use it directly from the packet. So I have different colors of this glitter. These are called microfine glitters. This one is like a sky blue. This one is like a grey lavender color. I think it'll be best if I open these and show the colors. Can you see? So it's like in camera it looks like blue, but in real life it's more like a greyish lavender. And then this one is fuchsia. Stunning, aren't they? This is in the beginning I showed this blue, but this has like some green to it, so this is not completely pure blue, but this has some green to it, whereas this one is aqua. This is like pure aqua. And then I have orange, brilliant orange. This one, I just love this one. Chocolate. This is like brown. Yeah, there you go. It's like a brown with some gold sparkles in it. This is red. No, sorry. Yeah, because there are two colors here. Yeah, this one is red. Love this one. The pink. Very beautiful pink. Almost muted makeup sort of pink. You can see it on my fingers. And these are like a little messy to work with, so you could put something like a newspaper and work with them. I'm fine with this, but just so you know, these are a little messy to work with. And then the last one that I have in packet, where is it? Oh yeah, it's here. This is different to that pink, and this is a little different to that pink. This is more like a baby pink, whereas that one is more deep pink. So yeah, so these are the only supplies that you will need for this project. Some clay blade, craft knife, I think this is called craft knife, and then some glitters. So I'll be right back and I'll show you how to make this awesome, pretty, sparkly sea life. So the first step is to choose your colors. It is very easy to go crazy with these colors because they are so beautiful. It's better to choose your colors first. The greenish blue and purple. I don't know what to call this color. It's like a lavender in some ways, and it looks like a purple. So that one, and then this is like a light green, and this is the fuchsia. So I went for more cool tone colors. On the number of colors you choose, you have to cut strips of clay. Remember I showed you the conditioned clay earlier, so I cut out 4 strips. They need not be of a particular dimensions. For something like this, you have to have your strip to be minimum in length as that of your seahorse. But for something like a fish, you want your strip to be minimum. The minimum width of your strip should be the width of the fish that you're going for. So it's all dependent on how big or how small you want your charms to be. So yeah, so that's the reason why there's no set dimension for these strips. So it's all dependent on your the charm size preferences. Okay, so once you have everything ready, then take one strip of clay. So Lay your clay piece and then choose the color. I'm choosing the aqua, the green blue color. And then now I'm working with my fingers because I think it works best that way rather than using any sort of tools, uh, because I'm just taking some color on my finger and then I'm putting that on this clay and then I'm burnishing it. Okay, so that lighting was horrible, so I just changed my seating arrangement a little bit. So all you have to do is take your color with your finger, then just put it on your clay and then start burnishing it. So it doesn't take too long before your glitter is adhered to your clay. I mean, it sticks really well to your clay. You need not burnish it as much, but then it's better to ensure that everything is secure in place. Keep applying the glitter until the entire sheet is covered with this color. Well stuck to the clay when you can feel no more glitter, like everything is flat, like there's absolutely nothing gritty or that sort of feel. So if everything is like flat, then it means like everything is struck to the clay very well. I don't know if that's the property of this glitter because I never tried any other glitter on clay, especially this with this sort of burnishing. I think like EGR Beads has got some really nice examples on her website. I mean, as soon as you go onto her website, there are pictures of few beads that she made. So from that I learned that you can just burnish this onto the clay, and when I tried it, it worked like a dream. Like, yeah. So I did not experiment with any other glitters, but then this glitter really works well. I'm not sponsored, by the way, by anyone, but it's just my honest opinion. But because I use clay to make a lot of mixed media, home decor kind of pieces, so I use them mostly for that. But then you can also use these work brilliantly. Like if you want to make some jewelry with it, these work brilliant. Let me go and grab my blade. I'll lift the sheet off the table and show you how sparkly this one is. Oh my god, just look at that sparkle, guys. It's stunning. It's stunning. It's really wonderful. So I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing with the other three colors, the purple and the green and the fuchsia, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished burnishing my glitter onto all the clay strips. This is that fuchsia. And if you see these specks of green in between, like I had some green left over from my finger while I was doing the previous clay strips, so it got transferred onto this clay. So if you strictly do not want your strips to have mixture of colors, you have to rub your fingers, clean your fingers with a tissue paper and then move on to a different color. But then I'm fine with this because I think it will pull out, I mean it will pull together everything, like so I'm fine with that. This is that light green. Just a minute, yeah. This one is stunning. Oh my god, I just love these colors. I just love the sparkle. And then this is that lavender. So I was in a doubt to call this a purple or a lavender, but I think it's towards a lavender and less purple, because purple I think is a little brighter than this. So yeah, and then we have the aqua that I did on camera. So we have all the 4 strips ready, and then we need some ball of clay, and then now I'm going to shape this ball of, there's some glitter here. I'm fine because we are going to cover it anyway with these strips. So I decided that I will do a fish for this video, but because I don't want this to be an hour-long video or 40 minutes long. But if you want to see a seahorse or a turtle, then just let me know in the comments so I can make a separate video for them. But then for this video I thought I'll just do the fish, because the main emphasis of this video is on that micro mosaic kind of technique and how I achieved that. I think that's the main emphasis of this, main focus of this video. Okay, so now I just took a grape-sized ball of clay and rolled it into a circle, and then I would like to put it on a flat surface and then basically shape it into a fish body. I mean, this is like an oval shape. It need not be perfect because the beauty is not in the perfect shapes. So sometimes if you don't make a perfect shape, it still looks absolutely natural and gorgeous. So I aimed for an oval shape, and this is what I got. Not a perfect oval, but okay. I think I'm fine with that. Now, take some clay and roll it out on the same setting of your pasta machine as the setting that we previously used for the clay strips. Okay, so once you roll your clay through the same setting number 3 on your pasta machine, then you just lay it down and then put your fish body on that, and then take your craft knife and then just carve out the fish shape. So think I'm not gonna talk while I'm doing this because I cannot do both at the same time. But I think you get the idea. I'm basically cutting out the fins and the tail of the fish. So once that's done, ensure that this shape is well adhered to your base shape. If you want, you can use some of these sculpting tools, and then you can, because you can erase these lines between this base layer and the ball of clay, because some people don't like to see that, but I think I'm fine with that, because as I said, I'm gonna be covering this with the glitter strips, however, so I think I'm okay with that. So now I'm trying to soften any harsh edges, because we used the craft knife. So yeah, now I think we are ready for the next step. So in this step, take your glitter clay sheets, and what we want to do is we want to cut out strips of clay from that. You can go as thin or as wide as you want, but I think this size should do. So I'm just laying these strips over the fish, and if there is any excess, like the excess going out of the body, I'm just trying to cut the excess and then remove it. I'm gonna check the other side, cut the excess and remove it. And then I'm gonna cut another strip, maybe fuchsia, because this one is a little shorter, so I think it'll fit in the front. So I'm taking it and putting it in front of that blue. So, and then I'm gonna take this green one next, and then cut it and put it next to the blue. If you think that the strips are too short, you can like stretch it a little bit, that's not a problem. You can stretch them a little bit. Or if you think the strips are too short, then you can cut them lengthwise. And then only use the amount that you want. The lighting is horrible here today, but I think you can see what's happening here. Basically just layering the strips of clay. Now I'm gonna go with the fuchsia, and it's better if these colors are like equally spaced, like fuchsia, blue, green, purple, and then I'm gonna start with the fuchsia again. So it's better if they are spaced like that, so then you have some distribution of colors and not just going for the same color at a place. This one is a little bit thin, as you can see, but it's okay. I think it's okay. They need not be strictly of same size. It's okay if they are a little out of proportion. I'm gonna finish the rest of the body and I'll be back. So I just want to quickly show you this. Once you reach the end, there is like a small portion here which has some black clay, so you can cut very tiny strip based on your requirement, as thin or as thick you want, and then you can cover it. And the one more thing is, if by mistake you cut out a short strip or you forgot to cover this portion, then you can always go back and cut some strip of the same color and you can add it. It always adds to the mosaic look that we are going for, so don't be afraid to do things like this. So I almost finished it, but then you can see here that the shape of the ball that we created is lost because obviously we laid the strips. So you can simply adjust the shape by going with the back of your craft knife and then pressing it against the ball of clay so that it has more of that oval shape. Here we have it. So I'm gonna do the same process for the fins and tail. So only this time we don't need a blade to cut, so we just use the craft knife and trim it accordingly. Or first of all, you have to measure it because these are so small. You need not, you do not need lengthy strips. So, and then trim it. And then go back with another color. This one is thin enough for me to put that onto that area. So trim it and then like just shape it so that we don't have any sharp ends. And then next I'm gonna go with the green, so I'm gonna do basically the same thing for the entire fins and the tail, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I finished doing that. So I basically went with the small vertical strips along the fin, but if you think that that's like too much work for you, then you can do a single strip. Here I just used two strips of single color. I think it turned out pretty well, and at the same time, as I told you, I used my back of my craft knife to shape these strips as per the fish body. So yeah, now just take a ball of black clay for the fish eyes, and then you can use a Sculpting bacon bond to attach this, the small ball of clay onto this, because there is glitter, so may not stick, the eye may not stick perfectly. So I used a little bit of Sculpting bacon bond and I'm positioning the eye where I want, then I just pressed it. But the main part of the video is that mosaic look. You can leave it here if you want. Obviously if you want to leave it this way, it's better if you place the strips of equal width and in a little orderly manner, but then I'm going for this micro mosaic look. So I took my craft knife, and then all I have to do is just press, and it'll be better if I take the blunt end of the tool, then start pressing some lines. into this strip. I mean, it's better if you go by one strip at a time. And all these squares need not be perfect, like it need not be a perfect straight one. You can make few smaller and few larger, and it's better if you go a little deep. That's why we placed our glitter sheets at a thicker setting on our pasta machine, because we want to be able to push hard and not cut through the sheet. It doesn't matter even if you cut through the sheet, because we have a ball of clay underneath anyways. So press hard till you can see the bottom black of the clay through it. So keep doing this. Okay guys, so my camera was acting crazy, so its battery was down, and then when I started filming again, its card is full, the memory card is full. So however, I did the same thing. I basically went on adding those lines with the blunt end of my craft knife all over the fish, as well as its fins and tail. So now you can see that micro mosaic look it has got. So it looks almost like we placed that small squares one by one. It'll be nicer if you can, you know, do some big squares and do some small squares. So it's all your preference. It need not be this even. So yeah, it's really sparkly. I can see it. Hopefully the camera is picking up. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake this and be right back. Okay friends, so this is all baked now and it's cooled down completely. So this is how it looks now. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So I hope you can see the sparkle that the glitter gave to this charm, and it's quite chubby, like it's a chunky charm, which I love. I usually love things which are chunky, so this really makes me happy. And as you saw, the technique is quite simple and you can make quite a few varieties with this technique, and you can also make jewelry. So there are quite a few ideas that you can try with this technique. So hope you all like this technique. So what I do is I make all these charms and put them and store them somewhere. So if I am making some sort of project in future that is related to a sea life theme, then I have a selection of charms which I can use for that. So that's the concept behind me showing you just the charms and not something like a finished product, because there are lots of uses, so you get the idea. So yeah, hope you all like this video. If you did, then please like this video. That way I'll know that people are actually enjoying what I'm posting. And please do consider subscribing to my channel, and share this to your polymer clay friends or polymer clay groups which you might have. So that really supports my channel. And thank you so very much for watching. If you are watching till the end, till now, then it means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you all have a great day, and see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.